Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel of SR Group of Companies. I hope you remember me. My name is Mahesh Emnani and I'm the director of a company called as SR Group of Companies. So today I'm here to explain you something about Google Forms. Most of the schools, colleges, institutions today have a question mark in their mind. How do we conduct an online examination? How do we conduct an online test? Because of this lockdown which is going on, there are many concerns in the minds of the teachers that we have given the training to the children, but how do we conduct an online examination for the children? So the first thing today we are going to discuss about is Google Forms. This is the only tool which is available in the market which would help you to conduct an online examination for the students. So what is Google Forms? How do we install Google Forms? How do we actually conduct an exam? And what are the results and how could we save them? My video today is going to explain you everything in detail. So let's get started. Okay, so now I would take you through a step-by-step tutorial of Google Forms application. How to create a question paper, how to actually understand that what are the options available in creating a Google form. I am going to take you through a tutorial. The next screen will be completely based on step-by-step tutorial for your reference purpose.
So let's start using the Google Forms application. The first thing, after you download the Google Forms mobile application, this is the home screen which you would see. Please click on the Google's form. So this is the second screen that would be visible on your mobile. You would please do remember you can use the Google Forms through web, that is through a computer, and you could also use it through your mobile phone. It is very easy and handy to use it in the mobile phone. This is the screen which would come when you need to create a question paper. We create question paper for different subjects and different things. So now I am going to take you through a tour of this Google Form application. At the top left corner you have the menu bar. This is the email ID which I have logged in with. You have drafts, templates, notifications, feedback, help, share, privacy policy and all other important things. Do remember you need to always keep your notifications on. This would give you the notifications of the papers, the question papers that you have created for the students. So let's start creating a question paper. When you would like to create a question paper, you should always press the right bottom here. You have a plus symbol. You need to click on this. Now, these are the predefined templates which are available for you, which are called as customer satisfaction, employee satisfaction, these things. We have nothing to do with the predefined templates. We would start creating the question paper with create a blank form. When you press the create blank form, this is the page which would come into your mobile screen. The first most important thing before creating a question paper, please go to the settings. In the settings, you have collect email address. The child who is actually participating in the online examination, they need to give their email address for our identification purpose. Second important thing which you need to mark is limit to for one response. What do you mean by this? The child can write the examination only once, so we need to click this. The third option is allow responders to edit after submit. We should not click on this because the child cannot edit after submitting the application, the online answers. The fourth option is allow responders to view the summary. In case if the school wants that the child after complete the examination, he can watch his paper with what answers he is given, you can click this option. If you say it is not required, you can unclick this option and press submit. Add question. Kindly add at least one question with all required items is reflecting on your mobile screen. Press OK to it. Now, to start with this, we need to click this plus button. The first thing is you need to give this question paper a particular title. That is the most important thing. So now I am going to give this as a title as English Unit Test 1. This is the title which I have given. Now the description, for which class am I conducting this English test? I am conducting this for class 1 and the section which I am doing it is for section, let's say B. This I am doing this. So I have written English Unit Test 1 and I have written class 1 section B. Very easy. Now I would create my question paper. My viewers and teachers, please do understand, while you're creating a question, you have 7 options. You can create a short answer, you can create a long answer, you could create multiple choice, you could create check boxes, you could create a drop down question, you could create a linear scale question, and multiple choice grid. These are the things that you could create. But before creating your question paper, you need to create a section. A section is a divider, or we could also say, when you see your question paper, you need to title this first activity. The first activity which I would like to give to the students is short answers. So now this short answer is my title, and the section title here, which is called as short answers. Now I would create question in short answers. The first thing in short answer I would create, as it is the English unit test, it is, what is your name? And you could keep it here, and you need to remember whether the child can skip the answer, or the child needs to answer this question. By default it is mandatory. If you don't want the child to skip, you need to click this button. The child cannot skip this question. Then we create the next question. Short answers, I am giving the next question. What is your favorite sport? Now this becomes the second question, and yes, I am clicking required. So now the child needs to answer both these questions. These are in the short form. Now I am going to the second important thing, please add section. Now I would give, please answer in detail. In detail. Now here what we need to do is, we need to choose long answers, and you need to give them a question where the child can answer in detail in a longer format. Please write few sentences about your school. Now this is where the child needs to write a long answer, and here it is required. So this is the first long answer question. In this I have only chosen one. The third thing which I need to do is add section again, and the section title is multiple choice questions. Now in this you can give any name, any title, but do remember, please add the section, add the number of questions, and again add the section. Section is choosing the question type. Now in this multiple choice, I can choose multiple choice, and here I am going to give a question with multiple choice. How would you reply to hello? So now I can give them options. I could say hello. I could give them a second option. It could be hi. I could give them a third option. It could say I am fine. Just to confuse the child, I can also give one more answer. Hello. How are you doing? So I have given 4 multiple choice questions with 4 options for the child to select. Now here you have an option where we need to require to make it mandatory to the child to answer this question, and you have add other option. That is, if the child would like to give a 5th answer which is not available here, you could actually put add other option, or else you could delete it. Now then you have drop down, you have linear, you have multiple choice. You could select any questions whatever you require. After this, what you need to do is, I have just selected 3 sections: short answers, please answer in detail, multiple choice questions. Because this is a demo, I do not want to take much time of yours. I just want to explain you how you could create questions. In short answers, you could create 20 questions. Please answer in detail. You could create n number of questions. Multiple choice, you could create questions. But before creating question, please add a section and do write in the section what the child needs to do for that particular questions. Now we could submit this and go ahead with actually extracting the question paper for the children. Now I click the submit button. When I click the submit button, the application tells you again, it reminds you again, collect email address and do you want to allow the responders to view the summary or not. I do not want to allow the responders to view the summary, so I click the submit button. When I click the submit button, you may get an ad for a second and you could just delete that and click the submit button. Again, the form gets created. Here, now your form has been created and the link is ready to share with the children. Now you have multiple options that this link can be sent through SMS, you can send it through WhatsApp, you can send it through email, you can send it to, you can post the link in your WhatsApp group also. Whatever you want to do, you could do it. So the link is copied. Now if you would like to view the form, you can actually view the form. It would show you English Unit Test 1 and here is the email address is required. If I am a child, I am going to apply for this online exam, I would write my email address and I would press the button next. So when you press the next screen, you have what is your name. I am actually trying to do the online examination. So what is your name? I am entering, my name is Mahesh. Now what's your favorite sport? I like cricket. As a child, I am going to write it as cricket and I would press the next button. Please answer in detail. Please write few sentences about your school. So now I need to write something about my school. I would write I love my school and I could just press next. Now the next question comes, multiple choice questions. How would you reply to hello? So I would click this option as hello and submit. So here English Unit Test 1, your response is being recorded, that the child has actually completed the response and it is being done. Now what you need to do is you can go back to your application and go back to the menu here where you have already created Unit Test 1. Click on this and the English Unit Test 1, how many students have responded? View responses. So click on the view responses button. You may get an ad, so there's no problem, you can complete the ad and here you have the results. So this particular child's result is here, who has actually given the correct answers or the wrong answers. The bar chart is here for the questions. The pie chart is here. You can see how many students have replied to each question, what is the answer. If you would like to see individually this particular child Mahesh, what is the child given an answer, he is given answers and what are the marks scored. Now if you want to extract the result, please press the export button. You will get that in an Excel file, a PDF file, a CSV file or Google Sheets. So you could freely actually go to the Google Sheets, you would get an ad, you can click this. Now this Excel sheet is being downloaded with an email ID, you could press OK and in your drive you get this Excel sheet and this document get open. This is the document, you can print this particular document, you can actually see the document here, which email ID, what time the child is actually participated in this online exam, what are the answers and what is the score that he is gained. You can print this, you can share it with the school principal, you can keep it with you and you can keep a record of the complete data management here. Let's get back to your application. Here in this application of the Google Forms, you could see the responses, you can share the whole thing, the responses, you can view the form. This is the form where you could actually what form the question paper that you have created can be seen here, the duplicate form, and you could delete this form. This is a very easy application for you to understand how to create question papers. Please create the question papers. If you have doubts, you could get back to the KYC team and we would explain you how this can be created. But this is very user-friendly application and I am sure children would like it. But do remember, there is one problem in this application is in the math subject or subject where the child needs to draw something or actually give a complete periodic form or do something, there is a place where the child can feel difficult. But yes, for all other examination and subject, this is the right application. So now there is a question which most of the teachers have in their mind. How do we identify that which child from which class has written the question and how do we understand who is actually written this online examination? So for this, what you need to do is when you create a question paper, when you write, for an example, as I have explained you, English unit test 1, this is what was our question, and this was our title, I'm sorry, and this is for class 1 and it is for section B. So the first thing what you need to do here is, after doing this, you need to create a short answer. That's a question you need to create is, please write your name, is the first important thing that you need to keep it for the children to write their name. And the second question, without adding a section, the second question what you need to write is, please write your class and section. So here they need to write the name, class and section, then your question paper starts. Do remember, teachers, these are the two important things which you need to write. Please write your name, please write your class and section, then you create add section, and this section title you could give as multiple choice question. We could give this as multiple choice questions, and we could start our title by choosing a multiple choice question, and then we could start our examination. You could again add section, you could write answer the following in detail, and you could actually create a long answer for this, and you could create your questions. Do remember, teachers, when you create a title, write the title, class, section. Please write the name of the child please write your name is important, then please write your class and section is important, then they could choose a section and go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, so I hope you have understood how do we create a Google Form question paper. It is very easy and it is actually time saving. The benefits of this Google Form is you could actually download the complete Excel of the students, and you could actually track the record of the students as how many students have attempted, how many questions, what are their answers, and how many grades have they scored. So now, based on this video, you could actually immediately get back into action, create question paper for your upcoming exams, unit test, quiz, and start learning this e-platform. The future of schools is e-learning. So if you want to become a master, let's start doing it by this Google Forms. Learn, understand, and perform is what a teacher is known for. So please download the Google Forms application. Why is SR Group of Companies making such videos and promoting Google Forms? We are not here to promote Google Forms. We are only here to give you an option that what is available in the market, how the teachers can actually conduct online examinations, and how you could actually make it easy for the students to understand. Yes, the second opportunity what you have, or the second option what you have, is you could use your school website, put the question papers on your school website. The children can actually download those question papers from the website. They can write the answers and they can still upload the answers on the website, but that is a lengthy process. To actually avoid that process, we have this Google Form, a very easy application to make the children understand what is online examination. Thank you for subscribing my channel, and thank you for watching this video. Have a great time ahead. Thank you.